Hi, everyone. This is Kathy. Welcome to your reading for my Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and any cross watchers. Welcome for your 2025 predictions. So we're going to be doing a little bit of love, life, career, any guidance that Spirit has for you. This will be a fully channeled message. For those of you that don't know me, I am a psychic medium. So we will be doing a fully channeled message. So take with you what connects to you, leave the rest for everybody else. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. I'm so grateful Spirit guided you here today. Let's call in our spirit guides. Let's get some cards going. Spirit, I ask that you guide my Virgos today for 2025. What is it that you want us to know? What's coming towards us? What is our energy? Things to work on? I am listening for you now. I have the courage. Okay, that came into me as have the courage to try something new. So are you struggling a little bit with stepping out of your comfort zone? Or they're using the word building to me. I want to build something new, start a new business, work on a business that I'm in. It's almost like a tackling feeling, like I want to tackle something. I want to try something new. Maybe you just have the kind of itch to change careers or, try a different kind of career avenue even. So have the courage. It's a little bit of a feeling of, but if I can't do it perfectly, I don't even want to start. But you don't know everything when you start something, right? When I started studying tarot 10 years ago, I wasn't the expert tarot reader I am today. I was like, what the hell does this card mean? And I practiced and I practiced and I practiced and I studied and I studied. So it doesn't come immediately, but they want you to have the courage to do it. So we'll continue with that. Maybe this is the year that changes. This is the year that changes everything. What does that mean to you? You're taking a shift. Okay. I'm going to see what they mean by that, but it's like a shift in your energy. It is this is the year you'll look back and say, that's the year that, something happened, something big happened. And this is a milestone year, they're saying. Okay. The year I met somebody. The year I got married, there's the years in your life, the year I became a grandmother, there's years in our lives that stand out, right? The year that you got married, the year that you got engaged, the year you bought your first home, the year you have a baby, that you remember those years. Other years you're like, what did you do in, 2010? And you're like, I have no idea what I was doing in 2010. Maybe I can tell you where I lived. Maybe I can tell you what I was doing for work. But I don't remember. But where was I in 2018? I married my husband, right? So you remember significant years. So this is a milestone year, they said to me. I have challenges, overcoming challenges. Maybe that's our turning point. Okay. I have health. Ooh, this could be a milestone in your health. The last couple of years have been a big milestone for me with a big weight loss. So you could be, transitioning. Maybe you want to lose a lot of weight this year, or you want to get in better shape, or this is the year you learn how to run. I don't know. Something big. All right. Health is a big one. Maybe you are going to improve your health somehow. I have a Page of Cups. I have a 10 of Cups. Very nice. I have a 9 of Cups. A lot of emotional energy around you. Little bit of a feeling of I know what I want. And I'm not going to settle for anything less than. And then that Knight of Swords is I've made up my mind. I made up my mind. So it's something that makes you happy. It's a change, a milestone that you're making a decision for you. You want to go back to school. You've always wanted to study something. something that is going to change, and it might take a year to do it, but you've made up your mind and you're going to set that as a goal, but it makes you happy. And it feels like it's bringing you to that 10 of Cups, which is, they just use the word transition to me. So you might have to do two things at once. You might have to be, I'm working over here doing this, but I really want to be doing this full time. So I'm transitioning. So you might have to do, it's almost like I'm doing two jobs at the same time until I can get to, this is the year that I only want to do this job. Okay, so if you want to start a home-based business, or you have a business, but it just isn't to the point where it can support you full-time, and you need that. So it feels like something along those lines also. We're going to do some career cards as well. I have a Knight of Wands. It's something that you want to do. That courage. It's like, don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on a dream. You have the ability, you have the talent, like you can do this. You just can't, you got to get it out of your head that it's not going to be perfect right from the beginning. Okay. That you have a lot to learn, they just said, but you will learn and you'll grow. That's okay. Wheel of Fortune. I have a Hermit and I have a Tower. Okay. This is coming into me as after an ending, that you have been alone, right? And it's a feeling of, now that I'm alone, I can do what I want. Now I'm asking myself, like, what do I want out of my life? What would make me happy? And I feel like you've been giving it some thought, but you just haven't pulled the trigger. And now's the time, they just said. So there's a sense of, I just want to say you can do it. Like, I feel like I want to be like, rah, 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 like you can do it. But you hesitate because of, and you're very powerful. It's not like self-doubt. It's fear of failure, maybe, that I won't do it as good as somebody else. I won't be as good as somebody else. Don't compare yourself to anybody else, Spirit's saying. Like, whatever it is that they are asking you or what you want to do, and it's your passion, you're different, you're special, you're unique, okay? And they're saying one of your strengths is that you're able to focus on the details, okay? So make a list. If that helps you, like, how do I get from point A to point B? Maybe my Virgos make a list and say, this is how I'm going to do it, because you like the details. You like the getting things done. And like, this is what I got done. So I think that might be a way for you to move it forward, because it's almost like it's paralyzing you. Like, I have been thinking about this. I have been wanting this, but I just can't, I can't seem to get it started. I think once you get it started, I think you'll be off and running. I think you'll do great, but it's almost a feeling of, I just haven't started. So set this year as your goal. Set it as, this year I'm going to, okay? This year I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to get in shape. This year I'm going to, I don't know, renovate my house. It hasn't been done for a while. I'm going to paint my whole house. I don't know. What is it that you want to accomplish? I have settling. Avoid settling for less than you deserve. I feel like there's a lot of transition here between where I was and where I'm going. And this could be a transition year for you. This could be a year of self-development, a year of self-love, growing, learning, being more spiritual, finding a place in my heart that I am comfortable with, they just said. So yeah, you're not going to settle. You're not going to be in a relationship with just anybody. If a relationship comes into you, great. Or you're in a relationship that's working, great. But it feels like you worked really, really hard to get to where you are right now, and you're not going to let anybody take it away also. So I think that's important to know. They're asking you to trust your heart. Okay. Listen to your heart. You're really good at knowing people. I mean, one of your strengths is that you can sum up somebody very quickly, that you kind of got their number, right? That's one of your strengths as a Virgo, is that you can look at somebody and say, I love you to death. You're my new best friend. Or who are you kidding? You know, like there's something about this person that I just don't want anything to do with. And there's not a lot of gray area for some reason with Virgos, but they are asking you to trust, and they are asking you to trust your heart and trust your own feelings again. So maybe you struggle with, I feel like I keep picking the wrong people, or I keep giving my heart to somebody and I get hurt. So they are asking you to not give up on it and to trust your own feelings, because you are a good judge of character, they just said. And I have a doorway. I love doorways, you know that. An opportunity is about to present itself, and it leads you to a new person. That almost feels like a combination. It felt like a combination of, I'm opening a new door in another area of my life, like a new career door or a new education door or something that I've been wanting to do. And when I walked through that door, it opened me up to new groups of people, new circle of friends. And somehow I found myself finding the person I'm supposed to be with at the same time. So I feel like it's like a 1-2 thing, like step 1 is this, and then step 2 is this. So there's a feeling of stepping out of your comfort zone for sure, and trying something new and different. And then it was a sense of God putting in front of you, I want to say just new energy, okay? Whether it's new friends, a new romantic connection, a new circle of friends, they're saying, new activities. So it's just like, and then you look back on it, you know, maybe by the end of the year and you go, oh, I'm so glad I did that, because now I have all these amazing people in my life that I didn't a year ago. And I feel like it changes everything. They just said this year changes everything. They keep saying the same thing. That's the second time they said that to me. Okay. I have passion. Keep the flames of passion alive. It's a heartbeat of love. They want you to trust your heart. Maybe you have a hard time with, you have a tendency to fall in love very quickly, and you are trying to, you can't prevent yourself. It's like, you know, like you're telling yourself, I'm not going to fall in love. I'm not going to let myself just fall in love, because you have a big heart and you have a tendency to fall in love very easily, something like that. But Spirit's saying you can't prevent who you fall in love with. Like, I'm in control of that. You know, I'm in control of who comes into your life and who you're in love with. So it's almost like, who are you kidding? You know, so you might be trying to guard your heart and prevent falling in love so quickly, but you're human and you're going to either fall in love or you won't. You don't have control over that. I have a 10 of Cups. They're trying to bring you to a place of happiness, gorgeous, contentment, happy family, happy home. I have an Emperor, strength, a powerful partner is how I feel. I have a 4 of Swords. That's coming into me as you took the time to repair. You took the time to heal yourself. You're strong again, they just said. So this comes into you after a period of repair, healing. And a 4 of Cups. Maybe you're not quite there yet, that you're still, I don't know what I want, but I know the one thing I want is I'm going to love myself first. So maybe you're just in this period of time where you're trying new things and you are open to seeing who you are and, I guess, you know, reaching your full potential with or without somebody. But that 10 of Cups feels really good to me. It feels very comforting. I feel at home. with somebody, could be creating a home with somebody, starting a home with somebody this year. Happy home, happy life, something like that. I have a 4 of Wands. For some of you, it could be a commitment, dreams of a home and a commitment. It could be an engagement. It could be a marriage. So for some of you, it could be, this is the year, a year that you remember, right? It's the year we got engaged. It's the year we met, got engaged, and we're going to get married, next year, something like that. I have a Hanged Man. I've just been waiting. Okay. It's okay. You're thinking things through is how it came into me. I have a 9 of Cups. That just came into me. It was almost this feeling of over time, I become happier and happier. Like it might not be right out of the gate. It may be number 9, it may be in the fall. It may be through the summer into the early fall. Like my year gets better, if that how I want to say it. Like the year gets better as it goes along. Okay. So I would say we have something to really look forward to towards the end of the summer in September. There's something going on with me. Of course, that's your birthday. That's your birthday period, right? Is it a big birthday? Maybe it's a big birthday celebrations, because that's a 9 of Cups and it has all these presents. Maybe there's somebody that's going to throw you a surprise birthday, or you're going to have it's a big birthday to celebrate. Maybe it's a big number. 25. Maybe it's a big number. 25 all over again, Spirit just said. All right. So whatever that is. Yeah, there's a lot of energy around your birthday. There's a ton of energy around your birthday. So that's fun. I have the Star. I got to tell you, it's a feeling of I'm in control just came in. It was almost a sense of I can do and be whoever I want. Nobody's going to tell me what not to do. Nobody's going to tell me what I can and can't do anymore. Like I'm a grown up and I can create the life that I want. And if I want to be a star, literally a star, I want to be, maybe somebody out there wants to be a performer or a singer or an actor or on stage. It's almost like I can be whatever I want. And I think you believe it. I know you believe it. And nothing's holding you back, but, just having the courage to do it. So there's this incredible sense of I believe in myself and good things follow is how I want to say it. I have ascending, floating to the top, a promotion. How about just rising above? How about this feeling of I'm no longer going to let the bottom feeders bring me down. I'm no longer going to let somebody else's negative energy drag me in with them. So it could be some standing up for yourself. It could be more boundaries around you than you've had in the past, because I feel like you're protecting your energy, that you just don't want to deal with it anymore. You don't want this kind of garbage in your life anymore. You're standing up for yourself because you've worked so hard to get here. It's an incredible sense of I have worked so hard to get to this place. I'm not letting anybody take away my peace of mind. I have the answers. Beautiful. The answers to your kingdom, a key to a home. Some of you might be buying a home this year, new apartment, interviews, new job, some money solutions. Maybe you become a boss of a job and you're given the key to the door to open the facility, that responsibility. But I mean, the key is a metaphor for, opening new doors and, just moving forward in a sense, like you have control over opening or closing that door. I have options, weighing all the pros and cons. Also the scale of justice, commitment, a job offer, they're saying, a bigger job offer, and you weigh the pros and cons of the job offer. making a change. They just said that you probably struggle with changes. You like kind of everything in its place, but they're saying in this particular case, this change coming is for the better. Okay, that it's a positive change. You're going to end up in a better place. You're going to be happier. So big changes are hard. Moves, changing jobs, relationships. But in this case, I feel like you feel like it's the best thing that you need to do. And I feel like you'll make the right choice there. So whatever that is coming in, big change. And I have sovereign, governing your own life. You're in charge. You rise to the top. Freedom for your lifestyle. Yeah, you're not going to let anybody in your space that is unwanted. I think you're setting boundaries big time. That could be something that you've struggled with. You always had an open door policy, they said, and now you are, they're saying you want to be more in control. You want to be more in control of your time. You want to be more in control of, where you're putting your time, that somebody isn't taking advantage of you, or, like vampire energy where they want you to do things for them all the time. Because they get things done that way, because you're very generous and you're very good at getting things done. So I feel like you're really good at boundaries. The boundaries I feel like are going to help you tremendously this year. Maybe it's a promise you make to yourself that, nobody's going to take away my weekends, or nobody's going to tell me that I have to be somewhere every Sunday at a certain time, whatever it is. I have reflection, taking time to revisit the past, to figure out what you want to do, knowing what you don't like, knowing what you don't want and don't like, to help you to move forward. So this is a good transition year for you, where it's like a self-evaluation, where you're looking in the mirror and saying, been there, done that, don't want to do that again, but what is it that I want to add to my life, or what is it that I want to change about my life to improve my life? I am leaning in the direction of two areas. It's either a new relationship or it's health, and that I'm improving my health, or I'm improving upon the relationships that I'm in. Okay, whether it's friendships, family, or even romantic. But that's where I'm really seeing the most changes, or feeling the most changes, I should say. I have a connection, building a bridge between people. That's interesting. It's coming into me as more of you could be a peacemaker in some sense. There could be some things going on within your family, that maybe it was over the death of a family member. It could be over somebody's estate or will or money. And it's a feeling of being the peacemaker, that somehow being this center, they're calling you, that you bring everybody back together as a family, and let bygones be bygones. You become the center of the family for some reason. Like maybe you're really good at coordinating things, or making sure everybody gets together for birthdays or activities. But it is a feeling of making sure everybody stays together. And Spirit could be asking you to take that role. Maybe you haven't stepped into that role. Maybe Spirit is asking you to take over that role within the family, and try to create some events or time together so that your family becomes closer. There's a feeling of you're the center, is how they're presenting it to me. I have renewal. You need to take time to recharge. I feel like this is a transition year. I feel like there's an incredible sense of change, transformation. Think of a butterfly, a cocoon going into a butterfly. You are just coming out of your shell. And you are either creating a new identity for yourself, a new purpose for yourself, something along those lines. But you needed the time to heal. Maybe we're still healing as we're going through the transition. And then it's a feeling of bloom, okay? It's a feeling of freedom, a sense of freedom, that you know yourself so well. Sometimes we don't feel like we know ourselves, especially after we've gone through something big, a big loss. We feel like we've lost ourselves. I've got a reward. You are cashing in on all the good work you've done, a raise, prosperity. Keep going. Keep going. So it is a feeling of building upon something also. This area of your life could be going really, really well. This could be the one area of your life that you don't have to worry about. Like, I'm not really worried about my finances. I've got a good job. It's pretty steady. There's not going to be a lot of changes there. So the question is always like, what area of your life? If you looked at a big, think of it as a pizza wheel, okay? And you put your different areas of your life, like here's health, here's finances, here's love, like just divide the pie into 3. What area of your life do you need the most work in? Okay. And you enter into this year and you say, you know what? I really do want to focus more on my well-being, my emotional well-being, my spiritual well-being, and my health. Okay. Something like that. And my finances are okay. And I'm not really interested in a relationship, or I am in a relationship and it's fine. But you know, what is it that you want to work on? What area of your life do you want to grow? And then Spirit, I feel like, is letting you know that, you know, this is some kind of milestone year that you made the decision to make that change. And you'll see the results. You'll see the reward from it. Okay. Like, this is the year I definitely changed. Okay. This is the year I gave up drinking. This is the year I lost 50 pounds. This is the year I got in shape. I started working out. This year I lowered my blood pressure, whatever it is. So it's a feeling of making that decision and sticking to it and being very, I'm going to say, very loyal to yourself. Very, loyal to yourself is what I want to say. I have a 3 of Cups. I have a Chariot. I have a 6 of Cups. Definitely a feeling of I have a celebration ahead. I have some kind, I don't know what is going on around you with your birthday month, but I have a celebration, okay? And whatever this is, it's going to be big. It could be a big event. It could be a big birthday. It could be an engagement. It could be a wedding. Maybe some of you are getting married this year. Maybe some of you are having a baby or having a grandchild for, this year. So it feels like a beautiful celebration event. Like, this is worth celebrating. This is definitely worth celebrating. I have a Hanged Man. That's really just coming into me again as this transition year for you. There's some transformations happening within your life. They're saying you're getting a hold. The way they just said it was, you're getting a hold almost like of what it is that you need to do. Like, you're getting, it's coming into your head. You're starting to get a handle on what it is that you need to do at this time, heading into the new year. And you're just kind of mulling it over. Like, if I did this and I did this, this would be the result. So you are getting your thoughts together, is how I feel. And then that Chariot's going to be like, boom, full speed ahead. I have a Tower. I'm going to say healing. I'm going to say I'm still struggling with something that I have to heal from. That's okay. I have a Hermit. You need the alone time. A lot of us need the alone time. It's healthy, quite frankly, to do some shadow work and to learn about yourself and to get to know your feelings and to get to know yourself better. It's healthy. So if you haven't gone through that kind of a transition in your life, this could be the year that you do it. I have a Wheel of Fortune. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Okay. You might not feel it, but you are. You may have some hesitations about, is this where I'm going to be or not going to be? But you definitely are on, the path that you have wanted with that Wheel of Fortune. And they're just saying good things are coming. Good things are on its way. I have a King of Pentacles. I feel like security, you're great. I really do. I feel like financially you're going to be okay. I'm not worried about finances. I do have a Knight of Cups, so that's a romantic interest to me. That's more romance in my life. Even if you're married, it feels like maybe we have a vacation, we travel, we reconnect, it's more intimate, something along those lines. But that feels good. That feels good, actually. I'll take that. And I have strength. This reading started with courage, didn't it? So here's the courage again. Self-love, unconditional love. And they're saying an inner stillness, that you have learned that you owe it to yourself to listen to your inner voice, to quiet your mind long enough so that you feel the answers or see the answers or seek the answers. But I do feel that you are in a good place. You are. Whatever this transition is, by the end of the year, you're going to feel so much better, either spiritually, emotionally, or your health. There's a huge difference between how you're feeling today and how you're going to feel in a year from now. So that, I think, is the biggest message. I feel like it's your mind, body, soul energy is about to change. And I maybe you need it. Maybe you need it. Maybe you're like, I need to feel better. I want to feel better. Everything. They keep saying everything is about to change. So something's changing. I don't know what the best example would be. For those of you that have been watching me, 2 years ago, I started a weight loss journey and I've lost 137 pounds. But it wasn't just the weight loss. It was, I rose higher spiritually for some reason. I got rid of all that weight and I'm at a much higher level spiritually, which I really wasn't thinking would happen. Like that wasn't part of the equation. I just wanted to be healthier. But out of that came like this whole second awakening over the last 2 years. And I'm even stronger than I ever was. So I shedded that weight. And for some reason, my spirituality, I don't know if you can say doubled, but that's what it feels like. So I feel similar to something like that with you, that I'm going through this transition. It's almost like life transformative, or it could be an awakening for some of you. It could be, that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling you're going to start an awakening, and between the beginning of the year to the end of the year, you're going to turn into a different person. But I want you to keep that in mind. It feels mind, body, soul. It does. So Virgos, you have a lot to look forward to. Before we end this reading, I want you to think of a question that you have for Spirit, that is something that you'd like to know, something that might happen to you this year, or something that's important to you this year. And I want you to ask yourself in your mind, and I'm going to give you the answer to your question. So either write it down, what your question is, or think about what it is that you want. And let's see what Spirit has for you. Spirit, can I have an answer to my question? They're saying forgiveness. Okay, that might have meaning to many of you. They're saying let go. Okay, maybe that's something we have to work on. And they're saying choose a new direction. So that kind of wraps up this beautiful reading. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. How gorgeous. And I want to thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, hit that like, subscribe, ring the bell, comment, all that fun stuff. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website at KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. And Happy New Year, everybody. And I know I will be seeing you in the new year with lots of love messages. We'll see you soon.